Hello and welcome to day 8 of the Emergent series. We have seen how did we convert the task management app from one person to a team and then into a SaaS platform. We also integrated payment gateways. Now, let's see notification section. How do we notify the users on Slack and WhatsApp whenever there is a new task created for them? Now, let's see how Emergent simplifies adding this feature onto our portal. So let's get started. As always, let's wake the agent up. Now I would like to add the notification to the users body via Slack whenever there is a new task created, right? So I want to add the notification to the users team via Slack whenever there is a new task created. Okay, now we'll have to give some details from Slack over here. Okay, so I'm also going to tell, do not build this, just let me know what details would you need from me beforehand. And there you go. So it has asked us some details. Okay, to implement Slack notification for task creation, I need the following information. Slack integration method. A, incoming webhooks. Okay, simpler, just post to a channel, no auth needed. B, Slack app with OAuth, more features, can post as bot, use mentions, etc. Okay, so let's go with the second one because it's more powerful, right? Now the second one, if using incoming webhooks, okay, then this is the thing. If using Slack app, then these are the things that we need. Not we need it, I would put here. Third, bot token starts with XOXB. App token if needed. Should users connect their own Slack workspace? Each team connects their own, right? Or single workspace for all teams. This is a very important consideration because we have built a SaaS, right? So every team would need to get their own Slack workspace. Okay, so we'll get that. Now, or single workspace for all teams? No, it is this one. So we'll go here and mention each team connects their own Slack workspace. Okay, the manager can do that, or any team member, that's fine. Allow the ability to add it in the settings so that it becomes dynamic, and if it's added, ensure the notification are sent. Okay, notification trigger only when tasks are created, updated, completed, or deleted. Custom selection, you choose which events. Okay, so I think we'll go with B, try. And then the fifth one, notification content. What should the Slack message include? Task title, task description, category, priority status, due date, assigned person, who created it, link to view task. Okay, so task title important, due date, assigned person, link to the platform. Sixth, channel, user targeting. Post a single team channel, post to a different channels based on category, or DM the assigned person. Post to channel and DM assignee. So let's go with A here. Okay, all users from the team will be in this channel, so directly post it to that channel. Of course, we can refine this, right? But right now we are going with assumption that all the team members from each of the team will be in a particular Slack, and this particular agent is going to push the notification into that particular channel. Seventh one, so here let's go with C. Teams can enable or disable. If they enable, they need to fill in the required information for the notification to be sent, right? So once we have given these details, hit enter, and it should be able to build the backend to get this done. Let's wait and watch. And you can see here it has given us few more questions to answer. Okay, great. To implement Slack app with OAuth for each team, I need to clarify the final technical details. Okay, so Slack app setup. Should I guide you to create a Slack app in your Slack account? I'll provide step-by-step instructions. Do you already have a Slack app created? If yes, provide bot tokens and app credentials, right? So we'll go with A here. Let's assume that we don't know. Okay, and OAuth flow, full OAuth flow, or do you want manual setup? So let's go with full OAuth flow, right? Required Slack permissions, bot token scopes is chat write and channels read. Okay, so that's okay. We'll just say okay, noted. The fourth one is channel selection. Let team admin select which channel from a dropdown, example, general, tasks, project, and so on and so forth. Let them type the channel name manually. Okay, always post a default channel, example, task flow notifications. Okay, I think we can go with A here as well, just to simplify the process. Notification settings in team settings. Now this is enable disable toggle. Channel selection, which events to notify, right, with checkboxes. Test notification button. Okay, let's say all, right? And sixth one, if you want OAuth option 2A, which is over here. Okay, I will need you to create a Slack app and provide client ID, client secret, signing secret for webhook verification. Okay, so will provide these details. Now it will give me the step-by-step process to create the Slack app, because we have told we need it. Okay, so let's wait for it and then we will create it. And there you go. So we've got the step-by-step process. Let's quickly check what it is, right? So go to this particular link and the next step is click create new app from scratch, app name, task flow notifications. Of course, you can change this if you want, right? Create an app from scratch, give this as a name, pick a workspace to develop your app in. Okay, so I don't have the workspace which I needed here, so I'm going to sign into a different workspace with Google, my account, continue. So I'm going to select this particular workspace, so click on open. Okay, and now I'll click on from scratch. I'm going to give the task flow notifications as the app name, and it is going to be this particular workspace. Now let's click on create app. Let's go back and see what needs to be done. So this is done. Step 1 is done. Step 2. In the left sidebar, click OAuth and permissions. And I'll have to go to bot token scopes. Add an OAuth scope. I think I'll have to click on that. Yes, you can see. It is giving you a step-by-step process. Okay. Chat write. So let's copy this. And we need chat write public. We need channels read incoming webhook. Okay, scroll to redirect URLs. Okay, add new redirect URL, and this is the link, right? So redirect URLs is here. Click on this one, add the redirect URL. Now please keep in mind that this is the domain that we are working with right now. Once you update your domain, you will have to change this again. So if you already know what would be the domain, then please add that too. Okay, click on add and click on save URLs, right? Save URLs. Now let's move on to step 3. After saving, you will see from OAuth and permissions page, copy bot user OAuth token. You will get this after installing to workspace step 4. So we can click on install to ABCD, and workspace is ABCD. It will ask us which is the channel that we want to select. Let's go with Captain's deck for now. I'll click on allow. Okay, once that is done, I'll get this particular OAuth token. I'm copying this, coming back. Okay, I say OAuth token is this, and then we'll also have to go to basic information page, which is here, and copy these details. right? We need the client ID, client secret. Client ID is this one. Copy this, client secret. So click on show and then copy this and signing secret, right? So that is over here. Again, click on show, copy this, and let's come back and mention that over here. Okay, so that completes all of this. The fourth one was basically install your app to workspace. As you can see, this is test, right? Sign in OAuth permissions page, scroll to top, install to workspace button, review permissions, click allow. Okay, you'll get the bot user auth token. Okay, step 5 is enable event subscription, optional but recommended. Go to event subscriptions in the left sidebar. Okay, so it says event subscription here, and then toggle enable events to on. Okay, so this is off. It recommends us to do this, so let's enable it. And then for request URL, let's copy this particular link, paste it over here. I will verify after I implement. When to share with me, please provide these 3 credentials: client ID, client secret, signing secret, optional for testing, bot token, this one, right? So let's give all of these details to our Emergent agent. You can see as soon as we give these details, it understands that these are very critical information and it hides it, right? Client ID is shown in full, but rest of the information is neatly hidden within. So we can see here, perfect, I have all the credentials. Let me implement the Slack integration now. This will include Slack OAuth add to Slack button, channel selection dropdown, enable disable toggle, event selection, test notification button, automatic notifications on task events, beautiful Slack message formatting. So let's wait and see this magic. Now you can see that it has done a lot of updates behind the scenes. So it updated for complete task and delete task. It's continuing the next steps. So you can see here, it is all done. It has restarted the backend. Perfect, backend is running. Now let me create the Slack settings UI in the front end. Let me update the team settings page to add a Slack tab. So now it is making the changes in the front end. So let's wait and watch. With platforms like this, all we need to do is just prompt what are we looking for, and it will give you detailed step-by-step guidance, and we just have to give those details back to the agent so that the agent can do the heavy lifting of building that feature for us. We're just watching exactly that. We can see here the file has got edited. Let me add the Slack related functions to team settings page. So it firstly built the backend, then built the front end. Now it is connecting both the front end and the backend, right? So let me add Slack tab to the tab section. Yes, that's good. Let me add Slack tab content at the end of the file before the closing tags. Let me find where the invites tab end. Okay, so it's checking where to add this new code. As I mentioned before, if you want to check the code, you can click over here and see what are the changes that it has done, right? But if you are a no-coder like me, then do not worry. Just keep it this way and you don't have to ever look at it. As we can see, it's making changes at teams settings page.js file. If you want to check what has got changed, you can open it up, right, and scroll through to see what are the changes that it has made, right? So all the changes can be seen over here. Scroll down. Perfect. Now let me check any front-end errors. Checking for errors. Great. Let me check the console logs to see what's happening with the Slack callback query parameter. And there you go. It has given us something. Let's see. Here is a comprehensive summary of Slack integration so far. Slack integration summary. Features implemented. Slack OAuth integration with add to Slack button, OAuth flow, token storage, and workspace display. Notification system for Slack creation, updates, completion. task creation, updates, completions, and deletions, rich formatted Slack messages, including event icons, task details, and links. Team settings with the option to enable, disable notifications, select channels, choose event triggers, and test notification. Okay, so I've tested the integration based on these implementations, but please try connecting your own workspace and test the notification to confirm everything works as expected. Let me know if you face any issues or need further adjustments. So let's quickly go over here and let's give this a try. So I'm going to team section. We have this Slack option over here. I'm going to click on add to Slack. Now I'll click on Slack, add to Slack. It will take us to Slack. Okay, it's asking us to give the permission. So we're going to give this permission. It got us back to Emergent. Nothing seems to have happened, right? So I'll go back to Emergent and say, I could see the new Slack tab on Teams section, team section, right? And I could also see the button which is named add to Slack. Now, when I click on that button, it takes me to Slack for permission. And when I permit, it gets me back to Emergent, but nothing seems to have happened. I don't get a notification or the Slack section doesn't change. It still shows me add to Slack button. Okay, so give detailed issue explanation, right? So I'm going to hit enter. Let me check if the OAuth callback is getting triggered and if the token is being saved. Let me check the backend logs. So it says found the issue. The import is wrong. Let me fix the OAuth callback endpoint. Now let me remove the incorrect import statement. Now I also need to fix the authorize endpoint to not use the authorize URL generator. Right? So if we give a detailed explanation of what went wrong, it can understand what could have gone wrong and starts analyzing in that direction. Okay, now I wouldn't be surprised if it is able to fix it with just this scope. So now you can see here, good, the authorize endpoint is working. Now let me provide you with clear instructions and also add better logging to debug the callback. Let's wait. Okay, so it says I've made the initial fixes by addressing the import error and enhancing the OAuth flow with detailed logging and exception handling. Backend is currently running without errors. The frontend has compiled successfully and the Slack integration interface is visible with the add to Slack button operational. Okay, please test the Slack OAuth integration using the following steps. Okay, so we have to go here, navigate to the Slack tab. Okay, that is basically this. Now it says click the add to Slack button, right? So which is this one. And then it says authorize the app on the Slack authorize page, return to team settings upon redirection. Okay, so this is where it is. I'll click on allow and you can see that we have the enable option. Okay, and okay, so it's not showing me any channels. I'll inform it. Notify when task is created, task is updated, task is completed, and task is deleted. We can enable this, right? So we don't have the option of save settings or send test because channel is not selected and we're not able to select the channel. Let's quickly mention that. This time I was able to connect to Slack. At least it looks like that, but unable to see any channels in the drop down and hence could not test it further. Showed me the notifications enable toggle and the checkboxes for the task notifications. So we're exactly telling where the issue is right now, right? So that's just this Slack channel thing. I'm pretty sure this should be our last step. Let's check it. Great progress. Slack is connected now. Let me check why the channels aren't loading. Found it. The Slack app is missing the groups read scope, which is needed to list private channels. Let me update the scopes and also make the channels endpoint work with just public channels for now. Now let me also update the channels endpoint to handle the error better and try different approaches. So good, backend restarted. Now let me test the channel endpoint and they should have solved it, right? Now let's go back. I'll probably refresh this once. Let's go back to Slack and you go there. Hi-Fi's, Fun Zone, Chat Cafe and Query Corner. These are the exact channels that we have, but these are public channels. Okay, let me show you this. This is our Slack thing. And if I go here, Hi-Fi's, Fun Zone, Chat Cafe and Query Corner, right? It has come in. Now I would like to see, I'll go with Hi-Fi's for now. I'll enable it for now and I can click on Save Settings. Okay, even if I refresh, everything should remain as is in Slack, which is good. I'll click on Send Test. It says test notification sent, check your Slack channel. Let's quickly check that. And I'll have to go to Hi-Fi's for that. And there you go, test notification, task flow notification, right? Task is due date. I mean, it has left everything empty, but you can see that we have got from this one. I'm going to test this out with our tasks. I'm going to create a new task and let's say test notification description goes here. Let's make it as review. Due date is 17th, assigned to me. Click on create task. Okay, so it's created here. Let's go to Slack and see if it has come. And there you go. This is the notification, right? So new task created, test notification, category is review, assigned to Ritesh Hegde. Due date is December 17th and task priority is immediate. Yes, that's right. And now if I click on this, it should take me to the tasks screen. And there you go. Exactly what we wanted, right? Let me delete this and see if that works. And I've got that as well. Task deleted, test notification, review category is review, assigned to Ritesh Hegde, and due date was this, priority was medium, and so on. And that's how you can integrate with Slack without writing a single line of code on Emergent. It took us 3 prompts, but no coding at all, right? Just give it in detail and the Emergent agent can do the heavy lifting so that whatever features you are looking for is built without any problems. I hope you are enjoying this series. Stay tuned because we are coming up with more such integrations in the coming videos. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.